I'm David Volk, voice of the resistance, albeit a strange and funny one. Today's post, a modest proposal to end the madness of the Mango Mussolini. It all goes back to Jeffrey Epstein. Have you had just about enough of the madness of Rip One Van Winkle? Are you tired of ICE raids? Are you tired of talk of taking over innocent countries? Are you tired of having your country be represented by a dumbass? Well, I have the perfect solution to end all this stupidity, and it's quite simple, really. And it all involves Trump's partner in pedophilia protection, Jeffrey Epstein. No, seriously, think about it. The Clockwork Orange Meister will do just about anything he can to distance himself from the late Epstein, the Epstein files, and all other things Epstein, because, he's never heard of the guy. Sleepy Don knows Jeffrey wasn't a good guy and that he threw him out of Mar-a-Lago, but he doesn't know him, he's never met him, and he doesn't even know who the guy was. This is how big and bad a liar the resident of the White House really is. Despite all that, Dementia J doesn't want to talk about him at all. He does love to rename things, though. The Gulf of America and the Trump Kennedy Memorial Center for the Performing Arts, or whatever that Trumpian clusterfuck is now called, are two examples. So why not give Don Corleone a taste of his own medicine? I believe we can curb his dementia and achieve lasting peace in our time by adding Epstein to the name of all his targets and see how fast he turns tail and runs. Here are just a few small examples. 1. Illegal immigrants. One of the key ways dementia has been trying to keep Epstein out of the news is with ICE immigration raids to deport so-called illegal immigrants and bad hombres. I expect his fervor would cool a little when newscasters started referring to them as illegal Epsteinigrants. 2. Tariffs. Tony loves to talk about tariffs, which are essentially import taxes. I imagine he wouldn't be so excited about them, how much money they do or do not bring in, and what impact they have on the economy when they're called Epsteinport taxes. That's right, Epsteinport taxes. 3, Venezuela. Now that he's done bragging about how many wars he's ended, the loser of the Nobel Peace Prize has moved on to bigger things, like how our oil somehow got under Venezuela and how sales of that oil will help fund the one-sided war just waged on Venezuela, which ends up being a lot of effort if it only pays for itself and doesn't make much profit. Well, call it Epsteinezuela and he'll be out of there. DEI. In the early weeks of his second term, Sleepy Gonzalez couldn't stop talking about how he was focused on eliminating diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. Even now, he won't shut up about people being DEI hires. I expect you'll hear far less of that talk when he's referring to diversity, Epstein, and inclusion hires. 5, the 2020 election. This one is a bit tougher because he just can't leave it alone. It's like a scab that just won't heal because he keeps picking at it, and one hopes it will finally get infected. He's always been a loser. It's just that this one was such an undeniably public rejection in front of God and everybody that it messes with his undeserved perception of himself as a winner. I mean, come on, this guy had a casino that he owned go bankrupt. How does that even happen when the house sets the odds? I'm willing to bet he'll stop talking about the loss if we start calling it the Epstein mandate. Oh my goodness. Okay, the Nobel Peace Prize, 5, or is it 6? I don't know. Call it the Epstein Nobel Peace Prize, and he'll want nothing to do with it. Or, better yet, call it the Nobel Peace Participation Prize, and just give him the damn thing to get it over with. 7, Greenland. Please, I beg of you, please change its name to Epstein Island, and let's just call it a day. That's it. Show's over. Nothing left to see here. Everybody can just go on home. I've been David Volk, a voice of the resistance, albeit a strange and very silly one.